Hey everyone, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. My name is Shikha, and I welcome you to my channel, to my videos, to all the freaking comments and feedback. I am so grateful, guys. You have no idea. I never imagined when I started talking about INFJs that I get such great reception from you guys. And so I'm going to keep on doing these videos until the end of time or until, I run out of ideas or things to talk about. In today's video, I want to speak to you guys about the fact that at least it's true for me. I don't know if all INFJs are like this. Obviously, the generalization is sometimes hard, but INFJs are very decisive once they have all the information at hand, right? And so I've noticed about people, I don't know if it's only, I think it's only the people that I hang out with because I'm so decisive that the people that I hang out with are so not decisive, right? It takes them days to make any sort of decision. They're going to be going shopping, and I despise going shopping with them because we'll be standing around in front of a t-shirt or a pair of pants for half an hour debating if we should buy it or not. I just want to kill myself. I feel so annoyed because I'm thinking to myself, yeah, buy it, or no, don't buy it. I don't like it. Let's go, kind of thing, right? And so I think it's an INFJ thing because once we have all the information, until we don't have all the information, we'll be gathering data, right? We're always gathering data. For example, if we are gathering data on if we should date someone, we're going to watch them, we're going to hang out with them, we're going to do this and that with them. We're not being indecisive in that moment, we're just gathering data. We're constantly gathering data about the people, right? And so once we have all the data, once we've decided, okay, this is enough, I've had enough data with this person, I've hung out with this person enough, I know who they are, then we'll make this decision, right? We'll be like, okay, I think he's a good guy or she's a good person. Let me date her and see how it goes on. Or we'll decide, no, I don't think we're gonna mesh well with each other. He has this weird quirk of doing this, and I know I'm gonna get irritated by it very quickly. So no, I'm not gonna date him, right? So we're constantly gathering data, but once we have the data, we're very decisive about it. Once I decide I'm going to break up with someone, that's it. We're broken up. There is no going back and forth about it. We're not going to be like, okay, let's break up. Oh no, let's get back together. No, I've decided I'm going to break up with you, and that's it. We're broken up, right? Same thing with a friendship. Like once the door slam is done, it's done. It's done. You're gone out of my life. You're never coming back in. We're not friends anymore. I've made the decision to cut you out. There was a reason for it. You are not suitable to me. You're not the kind of person I want to hang out with. Perhaps you're an energy vampire. You're taking too much from me. You're done. I'm done with you. You're gone, right? Once I make a decision to quit a job or to start a business or to do these videos, I've made the decision. I'm not going to go back and forth and dilly-dally about it, right? And so once we have enough data, we make the decision and we stick with it until we have new data that presents itself to us and we realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this anymore, right? For example, with these videos, I'll be doing them until some kind of data presents itself saying, okay, Shikha, you've done enough of these videos. People are getting bored of you or whatever it might be. Stop doing them, right? Until that point happens, I'll keep on doing this stuff. I'll keep on doing these videos and sharing my knowledge with you guys, right? That is how we are. So we're not decisive in the manner that we'll make a decision instantaneously. It might take us a little bit of time to gather the data to make that decision. But if we have the data already, we're going to be the most decisive people on this planet, right? The problem is that we kind of encounter, because we're so decisive, people want to attract people that are unlike them, right? So people who are not decisive, they want to be around us. They want to be around our decisive energies. And so I end up being around a lot of people who are so not decisive. They take forever to make any kind of decision. I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs or being impatient with them because I'm thinking to myself, for God's sake, make the decision already, right? Not making a decision is also making a decision. And not making a decision sometimes is the worst thing you can do. A lot of times it's better to just take one step towards one direction because what it'll do is it'll give you more data. And that's what we're all about. We're all about collecting data. And so perhaps sometimes we are feeling unsure about a decision, and what we will do in that case is that we'll take a step towards one direction, a random direction, just to see what shows up, what kind of data shows up. And then that data we'll use in order to make a more proper decision. We're constantly, as I said, gathering data about the people around us, about the situations around us, about ourselves, about the people that are in our workplace, about the places that we're living in, about the work that we do. We're constantly gathering data. And all of this data helps us become a better decision maker. And so that's why whenever I'm surrounded by people who are horrible at decision making, I'll help them. Help them sit down and be like, okay, these are the 10 things you need to keep into account in order to make this decision. That's all. Nothing else to worry about. These are the 10 things. And in my opinion, you should do this. And because we're so decisive, most people listen to us. Of course, I don't like being that source of answers to people. Because what happens is that if they make the wrong decision, it becomes your fault. And I don't want to be that person who's like, they come back to me and say, well, you helped me make the wrong decision, blah, blah. No, I am not that person. I'll give you suggestions if you want, but mostly I stay away from that stuff. Because if they make the wrong decision, they're not like us. If we make the wrong decision, it was just a wrong data that we had, right? And we'll use that wrong decision in order to gather that data and then make the right decision. That is what life is all about. It's all about fluctuating, going back and forth, and making adjustments. When you're driving a car, you're not keeping the wheel steady. You're constantly moving it back and forth because the road bumps will move you around. There's different discrepancies in wind and air and all that stuff is going to move you around. So you're always constantly going to be adjusting, constant adjustment. I read somewhere, which I found fascinating, is that when a plane is on a journey from point A to point B, perhaps, for example, Los Angeles to Japan, I believe it was like 60% of the time. 60% of the time, I believe, I'm going to check again, 60% of the time that plane is off course, right? Off course. It's constantly going off course and then being adjusted back. Constantly going off course and coming back, right? That's what life is all about. We're constantly off course and we're getting data from being off course and then we're adjusting back onto our normal path. So we make a decision, perhaps the right decision or the wrong decision, whatever it might be. And then we see, okay, how does that affect me? How does that work for me? And then we make a course adjustment based on that decision. Constantly moving back and forth, right? That is what decision making is all about to me, and I believe to INFJs, because it's very quirky about it. We are different in that manner. I never think of anything as really a wrong decision. I learn from it, and then I use that to make another decision to course correct myself. I don't know how it is for you guys. I'd love to hear from you guys. Obviously, this is more of like how I look at the world and how I think INFJs look at the world, but of course you might be different in a manner, and I'd love to hear from you guys about that. Let me know what your decision-making process is all like. Are you very decisive or are you not? And again, if you guys have any suggestions at all for videos that I should do in the future, or if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, let me know. I'm so happy to hear from you guys. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.